Hello. I'm trying to find how to get public access to some documents.
You can go to my case,
Okay. And then
.in, or there's a little more to it.
once I am on my case, though, they're not actually downloadable in the PDF version because they're not made available to the public. Um,
Well, if you have cause numbers, you can come in and get copies from our office.
right. I tried doing that, and you guys didn't exactly give me the full, complete case record. So now I'm sort of trying to do this while I'm away, as I should be able to. So I'm sort of trying to figure out how to facilitate that because it's
Well,
my
I don't
under.
know what you're missing. What are you missing?
Well, if I can give you the cause number, and you can go ahead and look at your system with me, just so I can point it out. Anyway, this would be 34D03 dash 1907 dash CM dash 002056 in regards to a Mr. Jonathan Cantu. I believe his name is actually Jonatan with no H.
And what are you missing?
Well, if you go on my case as a normal citizen who doesn't have as like a clerk's office access, there's nothing that's actually available for public access from my case. There's nothing. Typically, it's in a blue highlighted thing, which indicates that there's a downloadable PDF version of that document. Under this cause number, none of these are downloadable as a PDF version. So, yes, one would physically have to come to the clerk's office to obtain a copy of that. And I would like to not come to the office again physically to obtain a copy. I would like it all to be accessible from my laptop.
Okay, so what are you missing?
There, well, there should be numerous things filed there: a probable cause affidavit and information, several police reports, some, a primary case report, a supplemental report, or two or three, who knows. None of that is actually. I would like it all. Everything that's non-confidential information, I would like to be able to download it all.
Well, someone was in Friday, and that's what I gave them. What we had.
Actually, and that's the thing is, based upon that packet that I received Friday, there would be quite a bit of documentation missing from if that's the complete case record. Then I'm assuming that the Kokomo Police Department did not file that with the prosecutor's office for them to be able to file it with the clerk's office. However, if the entirety of everything is available for public access, on my case, then there really isn't any discrepancies. If everything you have is uploaded, then I really can't argue with, essentially what it looks like now is that you guys held some documentation, and that's sort of what I'm trying to figure out is if it's excluded from public access, even though
No,
probably.
I printed everything that was here. I did it myself, so I know that's what I did.
All right, so, well, first, I guess my question would be, so then there's no initial case report. Um, there's just that supplemental report.
The affidavit, supplemental number one narrative,
Yeah, so
whatever the
there's
next
no.
page is. That's it. Yep.
That's a secondary report by the responding officer. There's no primary report then for the initial officer, Mr. Drew Wallsmith, I presume.
Not in our records. No.
Okay. Just the same, everything that I was provided on paper should be available to the public. So how do we make that happen, Miss Stewart?
Hold on just a minute.
All right.
Okay. Well, I need to transfer. We don't take care of that for guardianship, so I'll give you that number. 765-456. You're quite welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I mean, if you come in here, you can see the documents, but I don't know why you can't see them online. I don't know if they're available or not. I mean, we just deal with them in here. I don't know how to get them out if you're not in the office.
Okay, ma'am. Well, see, that's the thing is sometimes it's inconvenient for people to show up to get these documents, which is why they made this different avenue, an alternative method with the Indiana's My Case. So what I'm sort of trying to figure out is I'm not trying to be rude or tell you how to do your job or anything, but there is an Indiana Supreme Court order that sort of obligates this procedure to be in place. Um, that would sort of be on your office to be informed about and aware of, as well as it would be upon you. You'd be responsible to facilitate this in the system.
Well, we can send you anything you ask for, but what you're saying is not out there. You'd have to contact either the prosecutor's office if there's other police reports or the police department themselves.
Right, right. Now that's the difference in the documents that seem to be missing. That's a different thing. The documents that you do have, however, should be available online. Um, Everything that was printed out that I can come and pick up at the office should also be downloadable in a PDF version, according to this.
Well, let me contact our attorney and ask him. Hold on.
Um,
Okay, you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I had to call Odyssey to ask. I called the help desk, and they said that the documents are not. You cannot download the documents from Odyssey on my case, but you're given all the information, so you can call the clerk's office, and they can be sent to you.
So, okay. So,
You have access to the case and to what the documents are, and you can request them, and they can be sent to you.
all right. So, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. So, moving forward, I would like to clarify that I'm referring to a court order from the Indiana Supreme Court signed by Acting Chief Justice of Indiana at the time, Stephen H. David. It is cause number 18S-MS-363. This was filed July 6th, 2018 at 3:40 p.m. and it states public access to documents in the miscellaneous criminal case type beginning on or after August 1st, 2018. All non-confidential documents in the miscellaneous criminal MC in parentheses case type shall be posted for free public access at mycase.indiana.gov. So all documents shall be posted for free public access on this website. Does not sound like what you just say Odyssey told you. And I would also contend that in my own experiences, the reason that I sort of thought that I could just call you guys and have you flip a switch to make this happen is because it's that easy. In numerous other cause numbers that I personally have, I typically download everything from my case myself. I kind of found it odd that Kokomo is actually bigger than a town that I typically deal with, and that you guys have not adopted this procedure, even though it was court ordered by the Indiana Supreme Court well over a year ago. Also, I guess the way that I'm going to have to pursue this is I would contend that the Howard County Courthouse isn't exactly ADA compliant, which is sort of one of the main factors that the task force, the advisory task force on remote access to and privacy of electronic court records factored into this was individuals who are mobily constrained, having access via online, because it's essentially kind of self-explanatory, non-confidential documents. It's 2019. It would only make sense that they'd be posted publicly, as opposed to somebody coming in there and wasting a bunch of paper and time for the clerk's office. So being that this is court ordered by the Indiana Supreme Court, I will be pursuing this. I will take this as a denial of public access in violation of Indiana's Access to Public Records Act. There's a
Could I ask your name, please?
You'll get my name just as soon as I file some paperwork under Indiana Code 51439. That's the appeals process for denial of public records. And essentially,
I believe you were given all the public records, so I'm not sure what you're
right? No, no, no.
requesting
That's the thing is,
for.
I'm going to be filing this on behalf of the public because the appeals process. Essentially, I don't have to prove any wrong, except that done, and so to the general public. Basically, the general public's supposed to have access to these, and as the clerk's office is an elected position under the Constitution, you guys should be trained and well aware of what this court order implements you guys to do. Um,
Okay. I
this is a
appreciate
sort
your
of
call.
a public matter that your community is sort of very concerned with and curious about, and that's another reason why these documents should be available to the public so people can work with factual information instead of speculation over a 32-second video. Um, but
Okay.
just the same, yeah, I have 30 days to file in your court, so you'll know my
All
name
right.
soon enough.
Well, have a good day.
You have a great day.
I will.
By the
Thanks.
way, may I ask who I'm speaking with?
My name's Robin.
Robin. Okay, thank you very much, Robin. You have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.